of our mat today. So we're going to start off standing. Just bring your feet hip distance apart. Relax through your shoulders. Relax through the face. So we hold lots of tension in our facial muscles. So just allow some softness here. Connecting to the earth. Feeling the feet rooting down. You can even lift your toes briefly just to feel the balls of the feet. Maybe you can feel that sort of bridge in the arch. And the heel of the foot. And then bring the toes back down. Soften a little bit through the knees. Roll the shoulders back. And if you haven't already closed your eyes here, just take a moment to close your eyes. As always, settle in. Connect to your breath, to your breathing. How is that breath moving through your body this morning? Notice as you breathe, is there areas in the shoulders and the chest that feel a little bit sticky, a bit stuck? Maybe inviting that breath in a little bit deeper. So then just start to wiggle through the fingertips. Just get a little bit of movement in through the fingertips. And then just circling the wrists. You can keep your eyes closed. Just a little bit of movement through. Circle the wrists the other way. And then roll the shoulders. Again, if you want to open your eyes, you can. You can keep them closed. Move your shoulders forward or back. Just notice how that feels, reverse that movement. And then from here, we're going to bring the right arm forward and the left arm back. And it's almost like you're swimming, okay? So we're just getting a little bit of movement into the shoulders. Open your eyes here. Soften through the knees. You can start to bring that movement across the body. So the arms are coming in front instead of just on this linear movement. So you start to come across. And then we're going to reverse. So this is when it starts to into the head a little bit. So just notice. So I can always feel lots of clunking in my shoulders when I'm almost taking it backwards. Slow the movement down. Keep your right arm up. Bring the left arm up to join it. Take a stretch. Right hand comes down to the right leg. Just gently reaching over the left hand. Breathing into the left side of the body. Maybe looking up towards that arm. If there's too much in the neck, keep the gaze towards the front. Bring the right arm back up. Release the left arm down and take it to the other side. Again, you can gaze up or keeping the gaze out to the front. Bring the left arm back up. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. So you can soften through the knees. Then knees as much as you need to. First forward fold. You can sway from side to side. Just a little bit of movement here. And then come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe the hands to the shins or all the way to the thighs. Navel draws in. Nice flat back position here. Exhale, folding back down. 2 more of those. Move your breath into your halfway lift. Folding down. Last time. Rooting down through the feet. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. 2 more. Exhale, folding forwards. Halfway lift. Folding back down. Reaching all the way back up. Last time, folding forwards. Half lift. Folding back down. Really reach, push through the feet all the way back up. Right hand comes down to the right leg. 1 breath, exhale over. Inhale, reach back up. Left arm down. Exhale over. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, folding forwards. Half lift. Folding back down. Planting the hands, stepping back into our plank pose. Or you can lower the knees. Take a full breath here. Lowering all the way down to the belly. Come on to the top of the feet. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, push up to knees, and then rolling back into our downward dog. Here we'll take 3 breaths. Navel draws in. Spreading through the fingertips, finding the palms firmly planted. Relaxing through the head. Bending the knees, making your way up to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Folding back down. Reaching all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to move through 2 more sun salutations here. So feel free if you want to lower the knees or take chaturanga into up dog or cobra, entirely up to you. So when you're ready, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards. Half lift. Folding back down, planting the hands, stepping back, maybe jumping back. Full plank on knee and plank lower all the way down, chaturanga into upward facing dog. Meeting back in our down dog, where we'll take 3 breaths. Find softness through the head, through the neck. Bend the knees as much as you need to here, lifting those hips. Making your way to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Half lift. Find that breath. Exhale. Reaching the arms all the way back up. And folding all the way back down. Halfway lift. Folding down. Planting the hands, maybe jumping back, maybe stepping back. Lower to belly or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Making our way back into our down dog. Here when we arrive Taking 3 breaths. Anchor down through the hands, through the feet. Anchor down through your right foot. Inhale, just peel the left leg up. Now it doesn't have to come high. Just keeping the toes down, so flexing through the foot. Hips are level. Take another breath here. And then stepping this left foot up in between the hands. All right, here. This right foot, we're going to pivot the heel down, coming into our warrior 1. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, rise. So the hips are starting to shine forward. Hands either together or shoulder distance apart. Navel draws in. Taking a breath here. Full awareness. Strong through the legs. Keep that bend in that front knee. Bringing the hands behind you, interlace the hands, open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. So the left shoulder coming down towards the left knee. Maybe the right shoulder coming down towards the ground. Maybe the crown of the head towards the floor. You can lift the arms or you can leave them resting on your lower back. And again, take a couple of breaths here. Inhale. The hands are lifted, bring to your lower back. Coming up, release the hands. Inhale. Pivot the back foot, high lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Stepping that left foot back. Moving from down dog into our plank pose. And moving through a vinyasa. Meeting back in down dog. Taking a breath or 2 here. Navel draws in. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, lifting the right. Keeping the toes down, hips level. Make a little bit of movement through the head. And then stepping this right foot up in between the hands. Pivot that left heel down. Coming back to our warrior 1. On this side now. So just arrive. Bring your hands to your hips if you want to just help spin those hips forward. Taking a breath here. Hands together or apart, your choice. Navel draws in. Feel free, maybe looking up. Coming into a little bit of a back bend here. And then release the hands down, interlace behind your back. Open up through the chest. And when you exhale, start to come forward. Right shoulder towards the right knee. Left shoulder dropping down in the space towards the floor. Full breath here. Bringing the hands back to the lower back, coming all the way back up. Release the hands. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Bring your hands down. Step that right foot back. And again, move through a flow, or you can stay in down dog. And we'll be back in downward facing dog. Take a breath. Anchor down for the right foot. Inhale lift the left leg up. Toes facing down. Take a breath. And bring your left knee towards the front of the mat. And then step that left foot up. Again, pivot that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Crown the head towards the floor. Navel draws in. Inhale, coming back up. Keeping the hands where they are now behind you, just pivot that back foot. And then from here, we're going to come forward into our warrior three. Hands can remain resting on your lower back. You can bring them to the hips, to your heart, maybe palms down. Your choice. Little pinky toe on that right leg turning down. Navel draws up. Take one more breath. Trust. Step that right foot back. Release. Inhale, open up. High lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Step that left foot back. From down dog, either stay or moving through your vinyasa. Move with the breath. Take a breath. Down dog. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale to the right. Toes facing down. Stepping the right foot up in between the hands. Again, pivoting this back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Open up through the chest. Exhale, start to lean forward with the heart. Crown the head towards the floor. One more breath. Hands come to the lower back. Pivot that back foot. From here, we're going to move forward into our warrior three balance. Maybe the arms stay behind you. Navel draws in. Take one more breath. Trust, bend into that front leg. Step the left foot back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Stepping the right foot back into down dog. Stay here for a breath and moving through your vinyasa. Take a breath in down dog. Take a child's pose if you need to. Resting the wrists, the hands. Taking another couple of breaths here. Using that exhale to release, to cleanse. Breathing out through the mouth. Anchor down through that right foot. Inhale to the left leg up. Stepping the left foot in between the hands. Pivot the back foot. Warrior one. Arrive. Take a breath. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Interlace. Inhale, open up. Exhale, folding forwards. Maybe the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, coming up, pivot that back foot. Keep the hands where they are, shifting forward, coming into our warrior three. Briefly here, toes down. Exhale, bend into that front knee, step that right foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. So moving through the warriors. Take a breath. Hips shining towards the long edge. This left hip opening. Relax through the shoulders. Find your breath. Inhale, reach the left palm forward. Arm and back as the right fingertips come to rest on the right leg. Coming into our reverse warrior. And coming back through our warrior two. And then pivot the back foot. Inhale, reach. High lunge. Take a breath in, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step the left foot back. And again, you can move through your vinyasa here. Moving back, in down dog, and we'll take a breath. Anchor down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right leg steps up in between the hands. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Dropping the hands down, interlace the hands behind you, open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Full breath here. Releasing hands to the lower back. Pivot that back foot from here. Soft bend in this right knee as we transition, lifting the left toes. Embrace the wobble. Warrior three, navel draws up. Trust. Sending the left toes back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So again, just arrive here. Open up through this right hip. Take a breath. Reaching forward with the right hand. Left hand coming back onto the left leg. Maybe looking up. Maybe reaching those right fingertips towards the back of the mat. Coming back to warrior two. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, high lunge. Stay here for a breath. Want to take it back, bend you can lean back, strong through the legs, looking up. Breathing deep. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step the right foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Coming back to our down dog. And from here, we're going to lower the knees down. Bring the toes to touch, knees wide. And take a rest in our child's pose. Just breathing deep here. Setting the breath, breathing into the back of the body. Using these moments to rest, to reset. 5, More cleansing breaths here. Inhale, slowly come back up. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale into our cow pose. Exhale, drawing that navel in, rounding through the spine into cat. 4 more, move with your breath. Come back to a neutral position. Walk the hands forward, tucking under the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Taking a breath, breathing deep. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Coming into our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Now soft bend in the knees, allowing the head to hover here. And just notice, so we can totally release the shoulders, but if we start to engage them slightly, so pulling those shoulders back, and get a nice stretch through the upper back, into the shoulders. Start slightly engaging them there, and then you can release. We'll do one more. And release. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to grab my block. You don't necessarily need one. But from here, in this pose, we're going to come into a few sort of little bends with the knees, and then lifting straight all through the legs. And we might need the block in a moment. So from here, just bend the knees as much as you can do. So it's almost like you're coming into a ball. Listen to the knees, to how they're feeling. You don't need to push it too far. Inhale, lifting up, almost in flat back position here, so you can like gaze out, maybe your hands are on the shins, maybe fingertips to the floor. Exhale, bending the knees, dropping chest towards the sides, rounding through. Inhale, lengthen onto fingertips, lengthening through the legs. Exhale again. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe if you have a block, you can use your block to rest your feet on. We're going to bring the knees wide, coming into like a froggy squat. Okay, so if you don't have a block, it doesn't matter. You can use 2 blocks if you have individual ones, and not like a half-inch flat block here. So just notice how this feels. You can do it without. We're going to bring the hands to the floor, push into those hands, start to engage the shoulders. That's why we're just doing a little bit of work in the shoulders, spreading through the shoulders. 5 breaths. Coming forward slightly on the hands, lift the hips. Planting the hands, dropping the hips back down. Inhale again, pushing through the hands, lifting up through the hips, knees are wide. Exhale, coming back down. This time, coming into our crow pose. From here, you're going to lift those hips, bringing the hands to the floor, placing down, maybe shifting your weight forward. And with that extra height, maybe lifting feet, maybe one, maybe two off the ground, looking forwards towards the front of the mat. Pause, breathe, releasing the feet back down. Take a break. So if you've got a block, you can take it out of the way. Maybe coming into a little ball here, just releasing through the head. Staying on the toes, heels lifted. Just breathe. We'll come into it one more time. So planting the hands, engaging here. This might be enough. So the aim is to get these hips lifted quite high. So you push through the hands, spring up, lift the hips. Maybe this is enough. You work here. You can shift the weight forward onto the hands. Knees as high as you can get them. Start to lift one, maybe the other. Gazing forward towards the front of the mat. Using that strength. Pushing away with the hands. Taking a full breath. And releasing. And slowly rolling up through the spine, coming into Uttanasana. Take a breath. Don't worry. If none of that happened, remember yoga is a practice. You can have a couple of these blocks stacked on the top of each other to get that height even higher. So don't worry too much. Take a breath. Walking the hands back out. Coming back to downward dog. Navel draws in. Anchor down through that right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Left knee comes in towards the nose. And then step that left foot up. In between the hands. Step the right foot up slightly, coming into warrior one. Toes shining off the mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arise. Repeating what we did before. Releasing the hands behind you. Inhale, opening up. Take a breath. Holding these poses for a breath or two. The next time you exhale, starting to lean forward with the chest. Coming into our humble warrior. Left elbow towards the left knee. Maybe your gaze comes back towards the back foot, crown of the head towards the ground. Taking another breath. Bringing the hands to the lower back. Pivot that back foot. And then from here, transition into your warrior three. Right foot, toes facing down. Navel draws in. You can release the hands. Palms facing down, or hands to the chest. From here, soften that left knee. Step that right foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Breathing here. Reaching with the fingertips. Relaxing through those shoulders. Left knee, left hip. Opening out to the left side. Reaching left palm forward and up. Coming back into our reverse warrior. You can always bring this right hand behind your lower back if you want to. Reaching here. Exhale, this time left elbow to left knee. Dropping the right hand down, reaching up, opening up. Spiraling the heart, the chest, up towards the ceiling. Stretching from the right heel all the way to the right fingertips. Coming back up, warrior two. Pivot that back foot, inhale, high lunge. Again, taking a couple of breaths here, maybe lean back. Maybe you stay with hands on the hips, maybe drawing in, you're working here. Your choice. From here, palms come to touch, right elbow to left knee, and just coming into a twist, opening up to the side. Release the right hand down to the floor, take the left arm up. Runners twist. And then left hand comes down. Bring the left side, that left foot. Taking a lizard variation, feel free to lower this back knee if you want to. Take a breath here. Breathing deep. Opening up through the chest. Anchoring down through the top of that back foot if you lower the leg. And then walking the foot back, left hand frames. Lifting that back knee if it's lowered. And then stepping left foot back into down dog. You can stay here taking a couple of breaths or move through your vinyasa. Breathing. This is what's lovely with our home practice, to really let go of the breath. Not really allowed to do that in class at the moment. Really sign that breath out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth to cleanse. Take another couple of breaths here. Hanging down through that left foot, inhale with the right. Right foot coming all the way up in between the hands. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Arrive, breathe. Try to shine those hips forward. Full breath here. Releasing the hands behind you. Open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Keeping that right knee bent. Maybe lifting the arms up above the head. Maybe the crown of the head towards the floor. Full breath here. Really calming for the nervous system. Inhale, maybe just lifting up halfway to bring the hands to the lower back so you can stay in this lunge here. Maybe then from there shifting forward, taking warrior three. The hands can rest on the lower back. Maybe palms reaching towards the back of the mat, palms facing down, navel draws in. Trust, bend into that right knee, step that left foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So arrive here. Again, just checking in, opening up through this right leg. Relax through the shoulders, reach through the fingertips. Reaching forward with that right palm. Maybe the left hand sweeps behind the back. Reaching up. Taking a breath here, keeping that bend into that front knee. Coming back through warrior two. Bring the right elbow down to the right knee. Sweep the left hand down and up. Coming into our side angle. Pushing into the elbow so you start to lengthen. So you've got dumping into the shoulder, Looking up, maybe towards the ceiling. From here, transitioning into our high lunge. The inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms come to touch. Left elbow comes down to the right knee. Come into our twist. Release the left hand to the floor. Open up, right arm up towards the ceiling. And then the right hand coming down on the inside of the right foot. Walk that right foot out. You can stay up here or feel free to lower that left knee down. Get any movement you want in this physical pose. Take a breath, keeping that heart lifted. Walking that right foot back in, framing the foot, lifting the back knee if it's down, coming into our runner's lunge. And then stepping the right foot back, down dog, moving through our last vinyasa. Maybe coming forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and back to our down dog. Stepping that left foot up in between the hands. Walking the hands to the right side, so coming into the long side of your mat. Just coming into a forward fold. Feet parallel, the toes slightly turned in. Maybe holding onto the ankles and using that as an anchor. So you can hold onto the shins. Use that to draw you down, the crown of the head towards the floor. Breathing deep. Releasing the hands, bringing them to the right side. Turn your right toes towards the corner of your mat. Just bend into that knee. You don't have to come down low, you can just be here. Or feel free, if you want to, you can take the Skandasana and be here, opening up through the chest. The hips have done lots of work, so you might be able to get into this one. If not, hands down with this left foot planted is fine. Come back to center, take that forward fold again, holding on to the legs. Pulling yourself a little bit closer towards your legs, towards the floor. Then release the hands, turn the left toes out slightly. Walk your hands towards the left, bend into that left knee. Maybe this is another, maybe you're up high here. Maybe you can drop down, spinning that right foot up. And coming here. So take a breath wherever you are. Breathing deep. Releasing the hands back down, lifting through the hips. Coming into our forward fold. Hands to the hips. Anchor down through the feet, soften through the knees. Inhale, roll away. Turn the toes out. And just take your arms into a star shape. You can bring fingers into towards the palm, thumbs extended. Breathing deep. We're going to exhale, hands come to the heart, just sink the hips down just a little bit. Maybe you can go lower. Inhale, take the arms up, star pose. Exhale, palms come to touch, sink the hips down. Inhale, lifting up, star pose. You can do 3 more of these, just move with your breath. Last one. Drop the right hand down as you do pivot the feet, coming into our high lunge towards the front of the mat. And then bringing your hands down to the earth. Step the left foot back, downward dog. Breathing deep. You want to take a vinyasa, you can. We're going to come into our puppy posture. So walking the hands forward, hips are stacked above the knees. And mounting the head, the heart towards the floor. Taking a few breaths here. Breathing deep. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. 2 more of these. Again. Bringing the knees to touch. If you need a cushion underneath, then please do. And we're just going to take a traditional child's pose. Allow the shoulders to round forward. Taking the breath into here. Feeling that space, that openness through our warrior practice. Slowly coming up, releasing your hips to one side, bringing your feet out in front of you. Just take a moment here. Bending the left knee, bringing the left foot over towards the right. So we can stay here. Just going to come into a bit of a grasshopper variation just before we come into a twist and come down. So we'll do this on both sides. You can plant this right foot. What we do is we reach with our left hand and hold on to the toe. Okay, if this isn't available to you, you can just practice moving from here and lifting the hips. Okay, maybe you can flip the hand so the thumb is facing down towards the floor. Hold on to the big toe with the fingers pushing into the hand. Right hand comes out to the side. Lean over, push into that left foot, lifting the hips, coming into our grasp. Take a breath. And then release. Inhale. Left hand comes behind you. Right elbow comes on the inside of that left knee. Just take a twist here. Breathing deep. Then coming back through center, releasing the left foot to the ground. So I'm just going to spin around this way. So now this right knee crosses over. Bring the left hand to the ground, and you can just practice again, just lifting the hips, just get a little bit of movement in here. Or again, maybe you can reach towards your foot, holding on, leaning towards the left, pushing into the left, the right foot that's on the ground. Lean, push, lift. See if you can lifting up. Take a breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms. Right hand comes behind you, left elbow into the side. and just take a twist. Just remember, these are just little options if you want to have a play. You don't have to do any of them. They're just, sometimes it's nice to just sort of trick feed those into a practice. Just giving different options and variations. Then come back through center. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Coming into our butterfly pose or Baddha. Just allow those hips to drop away. You can hold on to the ankles. Allow the elbows to root down. Feel that stretch. So it's very different for me here if I drop the shoulders down. I drop the elbows down towards my hips. And there is a slight pull with the hands. It just gives me a really good stretch in the shoulders across the chest. Navel draws in. And then maybe coming forward into our forward fold here. Butterfly fold, take a breath. You can release the hands and hold on to the toes if you want to. And then slowly rising up. Bring the knees together and coming down onto your back. When you arrive here, really listen to your body and decide what you need. Okay, so straight away for me, as always, I like to bring my knees into the chest. We have a few minutes here, just before we come into our Shavasana. So maybe you take some knee circles. Maybe you release the feet down and you practice moving into your bridge pose. Maybe you practice moving into your wheel. Maybe you bring the feet up and you come into your happy baby pose. So there's lots of options. Just feel what you need and just take a minute or so just to explore. To breathe deep. The body's nice and warm so you can have a little bit of an explore. Always just come into these twists. And then when you're ready, meeting us all back on the centre of your mat, the back connected with the ground. You can keep the knees bent and stay here if you want to, or you can extend those legs. So your choice here. Connect to your breath. Natural and flow. You don't have to do anything, it's just there, it just happens. Each breath is new. Some things being pretty tough or things aren't quite going the way you planned. Just little things that sometimes can rile us and make us a little bit stressed, or increase the tension. So just pausing and noticing the breath. It's almost like a reset, but everything could start again. Taking 3 more breaths here. Inhaling, lots of love. And then exhaling, lots of love out to the world. 2 more. Start to get some movement into the body. Maybe opening your eyes here, or waiting to roll over, your choice. And then from here, taking your way over to one side. Coming back up into a seat. Just take a moment here. How do you feel? Feeling good, awake, energized. Bring your hands to your heart. From me to you, have a lovely day. Namaste.